You know what was funny? So, like, you guys know, I've said this, like, here and there on the stream. So, like, my mom, like, she, is, like, a big part of how I got into this stuff in the first place because, well, I've told this story before, but some of you guys might not know it. So, the Super Nintendo was originally supposed to be a gift for my sister. I believe it was a gift. I think it was a Christmas gift. It was supposed to be for my sister because she's older than me. And when they went to go get it, my mom had played the Donkey Kong arcade. So when she saw the two versions, because they had a Mario one and a Donkey Kong one, she picked the Donkey Kong one. But then guess who ended up taking over the Super Nintendo? Me. And so since she bought the Donkey Kong one, I think it kind of, you know, it like started everything. Like, and it's very weird to think about. Like, I think you'd call it the butterfly effect. Where it's very interesting that that decision, like, kind of changed everything. Because I don't even think we'd be talking right now. Like, I don't know if it would have led to all the stuff it led to. Because, like, who knows? I mean, maybe I still would have played Donkey Kong. Maybe I still would have been into it. I don't know. But, like, a big part of the channel was K. Rool getting into Smash and me talking about that trailer. So it's like crazy when you think about it. So I showed my mom the Bananza trailer. Do you want to know what she said? I actually couldn't believe it. Granted, you know, she doesn't follow the games like we do and stuff like that, but still, this was crazy to hear. I also want to add, she used to play the original Donkey Kong Country trilogy with me. Donkey Kong comes up. Like, after, like, you know, they show him, like, he breaks through the wall and he walks up. My mom goes, wow, he looks exactly the same. And I go, he actually quite literally doesn't. And it's, like, the biggest thing right now. It was so funny. I could not believe that, like, she could have said anything. Like, wow, like, this looks good, or like, that's like, because I don't think she said anything until he popped up and she goes, he looks exactly the same. I was like, oh my gosh. And then I think once I made a comment, she started to realize, she's like, oh yeah, like, I think he does look different. But like, it was just so funny though. Like, because out of all, like, she could have said anything, like, wow, the game looks like really good, or like, there's anything. But the one thing that, like, everyone's been talking about, of course she goes, he looks exactly the same. She said something to that effect. I don't know if she said exactly, I don't remember, but she said, like, he looks the same. It was funny, man. The only person that said that, I'm gonna let her know. I know. How does it feel to be the only person that said this? Imagine if she did say, is K. Rool there? That would have been hilarious. Where's K. Rool? I show her. What? No Smash? Could you imagine? I told my uncle it's kind of like Mario 64, and he said he hated Mario 64. The 3D gameplay was too different to him. I can understand that. I think depending on your age, some of this stuff, like, I would totally get that.